OpenAI just released something that could end Chrome's dominance, and Google is panicking. This isn't just another browser. ChatGPT Atlas is literally tracking everything you do online, building memories and completing tasks for you. But here's the thing nobody talking about. Is this the future of internet or the biggest privacy nightmare we have ever seen? Let's find out. Welcome back everyone. If you are new here, I'm tech nerd like you. With 5 years of experience on this my channel, I can share my research about AI tools and automations. So subscribe. Enough about me, let's back to the main topic. On October 21st, 2025, OpenAI dropped a bomb that sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. ChatGPT Atlas, their first ever web browser. And it's not just Chrome with the chatbot slapped on. This thing is completely different. We are talking about a browser that remembers every website you visit, uses AI agents to shop, research, and book for you, has 800 million ChatGPT users or potential adopters, and it's just taking direct aim at Google's Chrome's 3 billion users. In the next upcoming video, I am breaking down exactly what Atlas does, how it works, the features Google is terrified of, and whether you should download it. Plus, I tested the privacy concerns everyone's talking about, and what I found is concerning. So smash that like button if you are interested in AI. Let's dive in. Alright. So what exactly is ChatGPT Atlas? At its core, Atlas is a web browser built on Chromium that's the same engine that powers Chrome, Edge, and dozens of other browsers. Here is where it gets interesting. OpenAI designed Atlas with one mission: make ChatGPT the center of your internet experience. Not Google, ChatGPT. Here are some features, let's break down it. Number 1, the sidebar feature. When you open Atlas, ChatGPT lives in a sidebar on your screen at all times. You don't need to copy-paste links, drag files, or switch tabs anymore. ChatGPT can see what you are looking at. Watch this. I'm reading this article about tech trends, and I can highlight any text, type this mean, and boom, instant explanation. No tab switching, no friction. This is huge for productivity because it's removed the biggest pain points people have with ChatGPT, consistently providing context. Number 2, browser memory. This is where things get wild. Atlas has something called browser memory. Basically, ChatGPT watches what website you visit and remembers details about them. For example, I was job hunting last week. I looked at like 15 different job postings across multiple sites. Today, I asked Atlas, find all the job postings I looked last week and create a summary of industry trends, and it did it. It pulled data from my browser history, analyzed the patterns, and gave me insights I would have spent hours compiling myself. That's powerful, and this is important. These memories are stored on OpenAI servers for 30 days. We'll talk about privacy concern in a minute. 3. Agent mode. Here's the game changer. Agent mode gives ChatGPT actual control of your browser. It gets its own cursor and click, type, and navigate website for you. I asked it to find a bar in New York City near the 7th subway with cheap drinks and book a table for 3 people. Watch what happens. It searched the maps, filtered by price and location, found 3 options, compared their reviews, picked the best one, and tried make a reservation. Now, it didn't complete that booking. It needed my confirmation, but it did 90% of the work. Agent mode is currently now available for Plus, Pro, and business users. It's still in preview. Translation, it's buggy, it's slow, and it fails at complex tasks. But when it works, it's legitimately impressive. This is what Sam Altman calls a super assistant, an AI that doesn't just answer questions but takes action on your behalf. Now, Atlas isn't the first AI browser. We have got Perplexity, Comet, the browser company, DIA, DR, whatever, and even Arc browser has AI features. So what makes Atlas different? Let's break it down. Perplexity Comet, launched July 2025, built-in AI search, about 10 million users. Focus, search first browsing. Browser company, DR or DIA, smaller boutique browser focused on design and workflow, under 5 million users. Focus, creator productivity. ChatGPT Atlas, launched October 2025, 800 million potential users for ChatGPT. Full agent capabilities. Focus, AI first everything. See the difference? Atlas, sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Atlas isn't competing with 10 million users. It's coming from Chrome's 3 billion users. OpenAI has the distribution, the brand recognition, and AI capabilities to actually make this difference. Or if you like this info, do me a favor, like this video. It really helps me out. Sam Altman said, your browser is where all of your network, tools, and contexts come together. We think AI represents a once-in-a-decade opportunity to rethink what the browser can be. And he's right. Google built Chrome because they wanted to control the gateway to internet. OpenAI trying to do exact same thing, except their gateway is ChatGPT, not Google search. Let's talk about elephant in the room. Google is in trouble. For 20 years, Google has controlled how we access the internet. Chrome has 65% of browser market share. Google search handles 90% of all searches. They make $200 billion a year for search ads. But here's the problem. A Pew Research study found that when AI-generated summaries appear in Google search, people are less likely to click on links. Apple's VP of Service admitting in court that search queries on Apple devices declined for the first time in April 2025. People are starting to use ChatGPT instead of Google search. I'm guilty of this too. I used to Google everything. Now I ask ChatGPT first. Why? Because I don't want 10 blue links. I want one good answer. And Atlas makes this even easier because ChatGPT is built into the browser experience from day one. When you open Atlas, you don't see Google's search bar. You see ChatGPT's search bar with suggestions for research topics and tasks. Google isn't the default anymore. ChatGPT is. This is exactly what Google's feared when they declared code red over ChatGPT back in 2023. And now, 2 years later, it's happening. CNN called this battle of the future of the internet. They are not wrong. Okay, let's address the massive elephant in the room, privacy. The Washington Post ran an article titled ChatGPT Atlas wants permission to watch and remember everything you do online. And that's accurate. Privacy concern breakdown. Here what you need to know. First, browser memories are opt-in but persuasive. When you first open, it asks if you want to enable browser memories. You can say no, but if you say yes, ChatGPT starts tracking and storing details from every website you visit. These memories are stored on OpenAI servers for 30 days, then automatically deleted. You can view, archive, or delete them manually anytime in setting. Data training. Number 2, OpenAI says they don't use your browsing content to train their AI models, but you can opt in if you want to. And here's the catch. If you have already opted into training for ChatGPT conversations, that setting carries over the Atlas, meaning your browser data could be used for training you unless you specifically disabled it. 3, the visibility toggle. There's a toggle in the address bar that lets you control whether ChatGPT can see specific pages. You can browse in incognito mode where no memories are created. But here's my question. How many people will actually use these privacy controls? Most people click accept all without reading. Look, I'm not saying OpenAI is evil or selling your data, but we are giving one company access to what websites we visit, what we are search for, what we buy, what we read, what we work on, and trusting them to protect all of that. MIT Technology Review called Atlas a criticism type software. Like they said, the real customer isn't you, it's OpenAI's collecting data about how you browse. That's worth thinking about before you switch. Alright, enough theory. I have been using Atlas for 5 days straight. Let me tell you what's exactly good or what's trash. Okay, the good one is the sidebar is legitimately useful. Being able to ask ChatGPT questions without leaving the page genuinely changed my workflow. I use it to summarize long articles, explain technical terms, and even draft emails based on content I was reading. Agent mode is impressive when it works. It had research laptops under $1,000, compare species, read reviews, and create a spreadsheet. It took 10 minutes, but it actually worked. They have taken me hours to do manually. Search is faster. ChatGPT's search is noticeably faster than Googling. Clicking links for quick questions, it saves time. Okay, let's discuss the bads. It's still Chromium. Under the hood, Atlas is just another Chromium browser. You can literally install Chrome extensions on it. It's not revolutionary from a technical standpoint. Agent mode fails a lot. I asked it to fill out a form and it entered my phone number in the email field. I asked it to find specific products and gave up after clicking 2 links. The technology isn't there yet. It's Mac only right now. Windows, iOS, and Android versions are coming soon. But as of today, you need a Mac to even try to this. That's huge limitation. The anti-web criticism is real. Tech critic Anil Dash called Atlas an anti-web browser because it actually discourages clicking on actual websites. When I searched for Taylor Swift, Atlas gave us AI-generated content with 0 links and her actual website. If everyone uses Atlas and nobody clicks on websites, what's happened to creators, publishers, and small businesses that rely on web traffic. So should you download ChatGPT Atlas? Let me know in the comments. Here my honest take. Download it if you use ChatGPT daily for work or research. You are comfortable with OpenAI having access to your browser habits. You have a Mac for now. You are a Plus Pro user and want to try agent mode. Skip it if you care deeply about privacy, you don't use ChatGPT regularly, you're happy with Chrome, Safari, Firefox, you're on Windows Mobile, it's not available yet. For me personally, I'm keeping it installed for now because the sidebar feature is generally useful. But I'm not enabling browser memories and I'm using it alongside Safari, not as replacement. This is version 1.0 of what could become a massive shift in how we use the internet. Is it perfect? No. Is it worth watching? Absolutely. So that's ChatGPT Atlas, OpenAI's first shot at dethroning Chrome, an AI-powered browser that remembers everything, automates tasks, and puts ChatGPT at the center of the web. Is it future? Maybe. Is it concerning? Definitely. But one thing's for sure, the browser wars just got a whole lot more interesting. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe because I am covering every major AI release like that. And here is also my playlist. Drop a comment and tell me, are you switching to Atlas or sticking with your current browser? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.